Eight Locals is a low-budget British movie directed by Jason Fleming, the star of such movies as Snatched, Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and this is his directing debut. It is about 8 vampire overlords who gather together in a country house to discuss the state of their affairs. Things aren't going as well for them as they once were with the new technologies that the humans are bringing in. They find themselves having to be a little bit more coy about what they're up to and the way that they're feeding. Unknown to them, one of the vampires has been tracked by an army unit who want to kidnap them for a clinical company who wants to run tests on the vampire, and they stumble across the mother lode. 8 vampires in one location. They can decimate the city vampire overlords, capture the one they need to make some money, and everything's going to be happy. It's a very hard one to judge the tone of because I was never quite sure myself if it was going for comedy, if it was going for action, if it was going for drama. It tries to meld all these things, and it's a little bit just like throwing everything at the screen and hoping something sticks. It's got some really good actors in it doing terrific work, but it just feels a little bit too low budget and a little bit unfulfilling. It's as if the script needed another couple of rewrites, and as if they needed a little bit more money just to expand certain aspects of it. There are some funny moments, there are some dramatic moments, there are some action moments, but nothing cohesively comes together. I like the idea of these 8 vampire overlords coming together every few years to sort of tie up affairs, to draw lines of where their area, their territory is, to clear disputes, to figure things out. And I like the aspect of the army kind of knowing about these vampires and trying to eradicate them as well, and the fact that a clinical company wants to get some tests run on them to see if they can make some super aging face cream, or anti-aging face cream, so to say. But it just doesn't all come together. There is characters that are rather grating and seem to be playing a very serious role. Then there is characters who are being extremely comedic with their actions, and then there's ones that are very sombre. And it just seems like it could have done with a more even tone across the board. But that doesn't mean that the movie is bad. It is uneven. It doesn't come together completely, but it has its moments. It has some nice cameos. It has some fun conversations, which is where the movie really sparkles and where the actors take over. And they don't need much money to really make this dialogue work. And it is pretty funny in certain moments as well. As for the rules about the vampires, they're kind of fast and loose with that. I think they're not super fast, yet in other scenes they seem to appear behind people without them knowing they were even there. When they're out in the open, they seem to be extremely slow and be caught up by an average kind of human, so you're never quite sure on the laws of the vampire either. And there is a moment where a vampire just kind of scratches somebody with their teeth and they turn into a vampire rather quickly. And then you're wondering why they bother fighting everybody when they could just turn them. There's certain things that just kind of had my brain ticking over, and that gave me a thought. You know, I was thinking too much about certain things in the movie, and I'm going, why am I doing that? Because the movie wasn't holding my attention 100%. Still, there was something about 8 Locals that I liked. Maybe it was its work ethic, maybe it was the fact that it had a good cast together, a good ensemble. Maybe it was the fact that it was a vampire movie that didn't do the usual stuff with the vampire characters, didn't make them overpowered, didn't make them unstoppable, didn't make them super immortal either. Still, it was a nice addition to a vampire movie, a sort of subgenre that seems a little bit tired these days. So I would suggest checking it out. Absolutely, if you like your vampire movies and you want something a little bit light, a little bit fluffy, a little bit easygoing and forgetful, this is something that you may enjoy. If you've seen 8 Locals, let me know in the comment box below what you thought about it, and I will see you next time on Man vs Film.